Hi guys, we have another video for you today. I hope that you've been enjoying the ones that you've already watched. Today we're going to do a really fun water science experiment in 2 different ways. And that experiment is a traveling rainbow. So the first way we're going to do it is we have 3 jars here, and we have red and blue food coloring, and we have paper towels. Now these jars have water and they're full all the way to the top, but the little guy, he's empty. So what's going to happen? Can you guess? What's going to happen is we're going to try and get these watercolors into this little jar. So the color's going to try and travel the top and down into the middle. Now when you get your paper towel, you're going to fold it, okay? You're going to lay it down on the table, and you're going to fold it once, twice, 3 times. So it's long and skinny like this, okay? Then you're going to fold it in half. Fold this one in half too. And for now, we're going to set these aside. I'm going to take my blue food coloring first. I'm going to put about 7 drops of food coloring in the water. Look and see what happens. What's the water doing with the colors? Pretty cool, isn't it? Now we're going to do the same to this jar, but this time I'm going to use red. I'm going to set this color aside. Did the water react differently than the blue? Looks pretty fun, doesn't it? Okay, now we're going to take our paper towel and we're going to put one end, this end here, into the blue water. Then we're going to put this end in the empty jar. Now take your other paper towel. You're going to put this end in the red jar and this end in the empty jar. Now we're going to let that sit for a little while to give the water some time to travel from the blue and red jars into the empty jar. Now what do you think is going to happen when it gets to the empty jar? Why don't we wait and find out in a little bit while we do our other experiment. Okay, for our next one, we are going to make the water in the rainbow travel up this little piece of paper. So for this, you're going to need coffee filters, which I'm sure mommies and daddies have. So let's face it, pretty much everybody drinks coffee. You're going to need a little plate with a tiny bit of water. You don't need a lot. And you need your markers. You need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and if you want to, you can add pink. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little coffee filter, we're going to lay it down on the table, and I'm going to take the red marker first. And I'm going to make a little area right here and color it red. Just a tiny bit, you don't need to go up very high. Then I'm going to take the orange and go right next to the red. Then the yellow, green, then blue, purple, and finally pink. We have a rainbow in order in our coffee filter. Let's see what happens when we dip it in our water. We're going to hold it by the top And you're gonna put the colored part down into the water. What's happening? Are the colors traveling up the paper? Are they going fast or are they going slow? It's a pretty fun experiment, isn't it? And this is what the paper looks like when it's done. You can let it go as long as you want, as long as it'll soak up the water. The water gets to be a really fun color too. It's all swirly and rainbow. Let's set this aside and see what's going on with our other experiment. Okay, so we've come back to our first experiment where we have the blue water and the red water in our paper towels. Look what's happening. The water is traveling up the paper towel and down into the empty jars. The water has turned the paper towel different colors. But look what's happening to this water. Is it the same color as this one? Is it the same color as this one? Or did it make its own? Looks like red and blue made purple water. That's what happens when you mix two different colors. And the water is dripping off the paper towels, as you can see. When they drip, they mix. And this water is such a fun color. And I hope that you guys enjoy this and you try it in your own homes. See you later.